As a child, I was drawn to nature, painting, creativity quite naturally, but these seemed to fade from my memory for a while as I got busy with school, career, family. Think about what strategies did you use as a younger person to recharge, to take a break from the stressors of the day? If there were no limitations, where would you spend your time? Things on your own or, and maybe, and with others? Which refills you best? Maybe when we look at the Thayer matrix, maybe it's different based on how we're feeling. And I'll get into that in more detail in a minute. Brainstorm and come up with a list. If some of these things aren't available, can you find a next best fit and try it out? Be sure to reflect on how they're working and share your ideas with others. As I started to look into self-reg, little did I know that I was actually embarking on something that would actually be life-changing for myself. Please join me as I explain how I dusted off a dormant creative practice, more fully embraced all that nature embodies, and dove deeper into my self-reg studies. Kind of interesting. The more we know, the more we realize there is to know. And I really found this rung true with self-reg. First I thought, I know this stuff. I got it. This is good. Then it was like, oh, okay, maybe not so much. I knew it on an academic level, but to get it into and bringing it to be part of my lived experience, that was the game changer. And being able to do that for myself, I was able to then also support others in also learning and getting into that greater depth. So for me, I'll share a little bit about my big aha moment that I had during the first course that I took. I was sitting at my computer, daydreaming, looking out to see the sun flickering through the leaves. I was stuck, really stuck. The words came to me, but disappeared so quickly, just like whispers of smoke on the wind. I couldn't hold on to them long enough for them to solidify in my mind, to get them down on the paper. Suddenly the breeze picked up, and a scent of the crisp autumn air brushed across my shoulders. It called out to me, not from this space and time, but from before. As I drift back, it comes to me. I know where I need to be. I know exactly what I need to do. I head outside with my pen, paper, and paintbrush. From here, I can feel the sun on my face. I can hear the birds scampering around in the trees, calling out to each other with their beautiful songs. I can feel the warmth, strength, and a safe presence around me. As I return to pen, paper, and paint, I know this is where I need to be, and I know this is what I need to do. The Thayer matrix, that was a huge learning for me. It wasn't the first time I'd ever run across the Thayer matrix. I understood it from my psychology studies, but it was interesting when I saw it in relation to my painting and my time in nature and my time with self-reg. It really finally, a light bulb, like a big bright light bulb, really went off. I'd understood it before, but this took it to such a much deeper level. I realized that sometimes when going to go do some painting, sometimes it's a good fit. Sometimes it might actually be something that's depleting, and that's where the Thayer matrix really comes into play. Depending on how you're feeling and what your energy's like and what your stress level's like, those same strategies that can be helpful in one quadrant can actually be very depleting in another quadrant. And what I've figured out between my time in nature and my time with painting is I have very different strategies for both. If my energy is low and stress levels high in nature, that might be where I might just go out and have a nice quiet walk through nature. I might go out and just take my paints and just do some free sketching, some free painting with no stress to it, not any outcome planned or anything like that, but just free painting. Whereas if my energy's high and I'm feeling pretty good, then that might be where I might go out for a bit more of a walk and take my paints with me and really get into some more detailed creative activities as well. So maybe I'll have a paint, leave the space. Before I leave the space, I have a painting completed or pretty close to being completed before I head back. So those are two different ways that's really made a significant difference for me. For me, I captured a few quotes on here as well. I really like this one from Dr. Jean Clinton from 2020. Whose shoulds are we walking? We need to make sure we cut the guilt. We are enough. As we are showing up each day, we are enough. These key pieces: be a stress detective. Why is this happening now? And, what's really going on underneath? Do some reflecting. We want to make sure that we're looking at what's going on. We're not just looking at it at a surface level and thinking, oh, this must be what's going on. But instead, we want to do some reflecting. This is where some journaling practices, walking in nature, thinking in nature, gratitude practices work really well there as well. And they don't always have to be a written form. And soft eyes for all. And oftentimes it's maybe easier to have soft eyes for others, but we need to make sure that we're also having soft eyes for ourselves. We're all doing the best we can in challenging times, and that's important for us to keep in mind. Through my self-reg process, I have moved on, and I actually use the painting process to work out any number of different things. This is just a quick little brainweb that I've put together on some of the things that I want to fit into my days, and it's been super interesting to see how different that is when it's put into an artistic, creative, nature-based format rather than just written lists. I find the creative side just really helps to open up both sides of my thinking. I love to share my passion for self-reg, nature, psychology, and art through a variety of educational experiences and as an artistic self-care coach. My approach to sharing art as a proactive self-care strategy is unique and allows more people to embrace and explore the joys and benefits of self-reg in and with nature through both watercolor and acrylic painting. I look forward to touching base with you regarding these resources. I would love to hear if you have any questions or comments to share that have come to mind as you've been listening to my discussion. Please see my links in the resources below. Have a great day.